Welcome back, everybody, to one more installment of the Dimas Wine Shop and Tasting Room video for the week of warm weather blends. So warm weather blends, I know it's not as warm as we would have wanted it to be, but warm weather blends is all about wines that are kind of easy drinking that you would definitely, it kind of goes with last week's theme, which was about grilling wines, but these are wines that you would definitely have outside. They're typically a little bit lower in alcohol, which all of these seem to fit the bill. So sit back, enjoy, and we will go through these wines. And our first wine on the lineup of warm weather blends is the 2015. This is the Juliet Rosé. It's all done in stainless steel, comes from southern France, and it's a blend of Syrah and Grenache, and lively fruits, so just think of like white peach. But for those of you that went to the wine dinner, you got to see just how versatile rosé is. Rosé will go with just about anything you give it, and the bigger the rosé or the more concentrated the rosé, the more food you can throw at it. So enjoy. And next up is the 2013. This is the Fieldstone Convivio red wine. Convivio just means with life. It comes out of Alexander Valley. Interesting blend, actually. It's a really good blend. 74% Merlot, 19% Sangiovese, 5% Merlot, and 2% Cabernet Sauvignon. It's done 19 months on a combination of French American oak. 15,000 cases of this were produced. Now the reason why that's important is because it's a charity wine, and what I like about it is that a portion of the proceeds go to provide housing for a lot of the field workers that do the vineyards in Sonoma. So I think it's a nice, worthy cause. But when you're talking about this wine, think about big, ripe fruit. It is a little bit grippy, and it goes really, really well with something fatty. So think about like a grilled ribeye steak. All right, and now we go all the way down to southern Australia. Pfeiffer is a house that we've been carrying here for some time. This is their 2013 Three Chimneys. This is a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot. Like I said, it comes from the northeast part of Melbourne. So way down in southern Australia. It's got a decent, moderate level of oak, but the acidity is really, really high, which makes it a great food wine. And then it's got this real nice finish of fresh fruit. But it is done in that typical Australian fashion, which does have a little bit of that barnyardiness, but just absolutely classic, good quality Cabernet Sauvignon Merlot from Australia. And next we head over to Sonoma County, Sonoma Valley, for the 2013 Michael Muscardini Fortuna. We've been a big fan of Muscardini now for some time, and we've got a lot of regulars that prefer the Michael Muscardini Cabernet Sauvignon. We haven't carried the Fortuna, so I'm excited for all of you to try this. This comes out of Be Wise Vineyards, which is the same place that the Cabernet Sauvignon comes from. This is a blend of 40% Zinfandel, 40% Cabernet Sauvignon, and then the rest is divided up between Merlot and Syrah. 18 months on French oak, of which 35% of it is new. So now that you got all the technicalities of that wine, what that equals to is tobacco, cigar box, real dark fruit. It ripens quickly in the glass. We were just tasting this with Christina just moments ago, and in just 15 minutes you wouldn't believe just how quickly it ripens in the glass. So an excellent wine, an excellent outdoor wine. If you're going to be doing some grilling, you wouldn't want to miss this. Next, we've got the 2014. This is the Dow Pessimist. This is out of Paso Robles. We've been a big fan of Dow. We don't get a lot of their wines because a lot of them are really, really high priced. But I think this is a great wine to try just how good this juice is. Once again, out of Paso Robles, 53% Syrah, 27% Zin, 16% Petit Syrah, 3% Tannat, and then 1% Grenache. Really well blended once again. Big fresh fruit, peppery, spicy, real nice toasted vanilla, and then it's even got some dark fruit on it too. It doesn't have any grip to it, but just talk about a wine that you can just open up out of the bottle and drink right away. It's not going to change in fact, it's only going to get a little bit more complex, but it doesn't evolve much in the glass. But we're really a big fan of this, and can't wait for you to try this. And last but not least, here we have got the 2013. This is the Kievelstedt. This is the Father's Watch Red Blend. We've poured this wine countless amount of times, but we did it for the class as well when we were doing California. But this here is a blend of 70% Syrah, 10% Mourvèdre. It does have some 140-year-old Grenache or Carignan to it, which I think is important to know, because that definitely creates a little bit of an earthiness to this wine, which you're going to pick up. It definitely has that barnyardiness, and then it's also got some Grenache on it. But 16% or 16 months, I should say, on a combination of a French American oak, of which 10% is new. But for those of you that like those earthy wines, and I've heard so many of you tell me how much you appreciate that, this definitely is your wine. A big thank you to all of you that came out to the wine dinner, the Calcareous wine dinner that we had on Thursday. John Teeling was there, and so was Dee Dee, and great wines. I mean, we can't even talk more about those wines, and I thought the night went well. So thank you for your ongoing support. We really appreciate it. Speaking of that, we've got more things coming up. We've got on June 6th, which is a Monday, for 3 to 4 weeks, depending on how popular it is, we'll be teaching you how to blind taste. And blind tasting is all about picking up a glass of wine and knowing what's in it through a series of deductions. So we're going to teach you how to do that. And then we've got a lot of just good plans in the works. So stay tuned for the next few weeks. And in the next few weeks, we'll have some more announcements coming out through the summer, towards the end of summer, and through the end of the year. So cheers, folks.